Welcome back to Comiskey Park in Chicago for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Sox and the New York Yankees. You're looking at the Stadium Club at beautiful new Comiskey Park, and it looks like a perfect evening for baseball. Unlike last night where we had all those rain delays and took almost 6.5 hours to complete that ball game. Tonight's starting pitcher, Wilson Alvarez, pitched a ball game for the Nashville Sounds. He was optioned there. Pitched 6 innings, was a losing pitcher, but he did well in 6 1/3 innings. He struck out 8 and walked only 2, so hopefully more of the same for Wilson tonight. He's going to need his control because, as we mentioned in the opening, the New York Yankees are a very patient ball club. They're not afraid to go up there and take a strike and hit from behind in the count. So first pitch strike, the major priority of Wilson Alvarez tonight. The White Sox take the field, and here's the Yankee lineup given by their skipper, Bucky Showalter. Leading off at third base, Mike Gallego. Batting second in left field, Randy Volnade. Dan Mattingly is the first baseman. He bats third. That's Don Mattingly. Cleanup man, DH Danny Tardival. Mike Stanley is behind the plate. He'll bat fifth, followed by center fielder Bernie Williams. Jim Leyritz gets the call in right field in the 7th position, batting 8th at shortstop, Spike Owen, and bringing up the rear at second, Pat Kelly. Wilson Alvarez in the major leagues this year is 8-8 with a 3.50 earned run average in 23 games started. Wilson has 1 complete game, given up just 133 hits in 149 innings. That's good, but look at the walk total. Walking just about 6 per 9 innings and 106 strikeouts on the season. American League is batting .250 against Alvarez in 1993. Defensively, the Sox have Tim Raines in left field. Lance Johnson is in center. Ellis Burks returns to right. Craig Graybeck at third base. Ozzie Guillen at shortstop. Joey Cora will play second, and the big hurt, Frank Thomas, at first. The battery this evening of Ron Karkovice and Wilson Alvarez. The umpires are good friends in blue. Jerwood Merrill is at home plate. John Hirschbeck at first. Tim Welke at second base, and the crew chief, Drew Coble, will be at third. Conditions at game time, a lot nicer than last night, where it was so hot and muggy. Temperature 85 degrees, wind out of the southwest at 10, mostly clear, humidity just 55%. That's nice. We'll take that. Wilson Alvarez in his last start, August 11th versus Oakland, he was the losing pitcher. Didn't pitch that poorly. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. He walked 5 and had 3 strikeouts. Our between the lines for tonight's ball game. For the Sox, made the routine plays. They made 3 errors last night, and that contributed to that loss, 6-5. For New York, hey, I bet he's going to pitch inside. Throws that cut fastball, likes to jam those right-handed hitters. And Alvarez walks will haunt him. He's got to throw strikes, make him put the ball in play and rely on his defense. So we are just about ready to go. Mike Gallego is in the batter's box, and here is the Huckaroo.
Hi, Wimpy. Thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Comiskey Park for White Sox baseball. Right here on Sports Channel. Second of this 3-game set, Mike Gallego to lead it off on a very chilly evening here at the ballpark. Gallego hitting at .290, 7 homers. He's knocked in 36. 0 for 3 last night against the 23-year-old southpaw Wilson Alvarez. Good fastball from Wilson. This is the 8th meeting of the year between these two clubs. Sox have had a tough time against the Bronx Bombers. In the first 7 games, the Yankees have won 6. In 4 games here at Comiskey Park, they have won 3. As a breaking ball a little low, and the count evens at 1. That was a fun game last night, even though it took half the day and evening to get in.
No, it wasn't.
The Whimperoo at 1 o'clock in the morning, lying right here on the floor of the broadcast booth, sound asleep. And we have video to prove it.
I was meditating.
Bucky Showalter.
Thinking what I was going to say next.
.32-year-old veteran infielder Gallego, good fastball hitter. As that pitch runs outside, and the count 2-2. .347 down each line, .375 in the gaps, .400 straightaway center field. As the Yankees, the #1 hitting team in the American League. At 282, Ozzy's got it, throws him out, and there's one gone. So the Sox on the other side of that coin, hitting 16 points less at 266.
Some of your friends just fly in.
Is that a little hawk?
That was. Oh, he's perched right there on the door.
Oh, a little sparrow.
Here he comes now. Go ahead. Yeah. I'll take it.
Confused. He can't get out. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Randy Velarde.
Go ahead and defecate on Uncle Hawk. It's all right.
Little tardy. That's happened before.
Yes.
21 to count. Velarde hitting at 263. 4 homers. He's knocked in 12. 1 for 3 last evening. Outfield around the right. Uh-oh. Change up hit deep. Lane's back. You can put it on the board. Evidently he gave it away. Velarde on it all the way and hits it out of here for his 5th homer.
Yeah, very little doubt about it. Randy Velarde kept his hands back perfectly. Take a look. There's a change. Boy, he did a little double clutching action right there. Cleared that front hip so nicely. Head right there on contact. And that's the first run of the ball game. The Yankees lead the league now with 147 team homers.
They have 20 more than the Sox. As here's Mattingly. Pretty good fastball right there. Didn't get it. There are the numbers on Mattingly. But he has been hot since the break. There's a strike. Velarde. In Mattingly's last 57 ball games, he's hitting .355, 12 homers, and he's knocked in 57. That breaking ball low, and the count 2-1. Outfield shading him to the left as the count goes to 3-1. Other American League action has Oakland at Milwaukee, Seattle at Detroit, California at Baltimore, Cleveland at the Skydome against the Blue Jays, Minnesota at Kansas City, and Boston at Texas.
And the pitching profile on Wilson Alvarez. Wilson will throw that fastball between 88 and 92 miles an hour, curve and a changeup. But he's got to establish that fastball in order to be effective and stay away from those walks.
Here's Danny Tartable hitting at 257, 25 homers. He's knocked in 78. Tartable 1 for 3 last night, and it left the premises. Breaking ball misses. Fastball strike, says Merrill. Outfield straight up for the 30-year-old slugger. Yes. 1-2 the count.
Well, that's where you got, if you got a good fastball, you got to keep it upstairs on Danny Tartable. He's an excellent low ball hitter, and he can handle a breaking ball just as well.
You remember the first home run he hit against the Sox, Wimpy? Were you with us in when he was just come up with the Mariners facing?
Oh yeah, Seaver, wasn't it?
No, Lamar Hoyt. Ground ball. Curl. Ozzie, rack him up 4-6-3, and that'll do it. But Randy Velarde's 5th homer, and after half inning of play, as the Yankees won, and the good guys coming to bat.
1-0 Yankees, bottom of the first inning. Here's the White Sox lineup. Leading off in left field, Tim Raines. Batting second, Joey Cora. the big hurt, Frank Thomas at first, batting third. Cleanup man right fielder Ellis Burks. Oh, let me tell you about Bo Jackson. He's the DH in the 5th spot, followed by third baseman Craig Graybeck. Lance Johnson plays center, bats 7th, hitting 8th behind the plate is Ron Karkovice, and bringing up the rear at shortstop Ozzie Guillen. Jim Abbott is 9-10 on the year for the Yankees with a 4.03 earned run average in 24 starts. Has 3 complete games, given up 164 hits and 165 in the 3rd innings, 50 walks, 73 strikeouts. And the American League batting .263 against Jim Abbott. Defensively, the Yankees have Randy Volare. He's in left. Bernie Williams in center. Jim Leyritz plays right. Mike Gallego is at third base. Spike Owen at shortstop. Pat Kelly at second. Don Mattingly plays first base. The battery this evening of Mike Stanley and Jim Abbott. His last start, Wednesday against Texas, Jim Abbott lost that game, going 8 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 3. He's got a great cut fastball, and he will pitch inside to right-handed hitters. You got to either lay off that pitch or get the head out. Mainly when he comes in off the plate, the best you can do is hook it foul. So the Sox hitters have really got to be disciplined tonight against Jim Abbott. As you look at Wilson Alvarez on the White Sox bench, he's got good stuff tonight. We'll see how well he does if he can keep under control.
Well, there are other factors that go into that as well. Tim Raines will lead it off. It'll be Raines, Cora, and Big Frank Thomas. Rock hitting at .291, 13 homers. He has knocked in 39. Drew the collar last night, 0 for 5. Outfield straight up as a 25-year-old southpaw Jim Abbott pours it over. He has really pitched some outstanding games against the Sox in the past. And really, Wimpy just has not seemed to have been able to get the win.
Yeah, 4-4, but his ERA, what is it, 2.3, 2.34?
Oh, he's pitched, you know, he'd go 7 or 8 innings we've seen him in the past and absolutely just dominate Sox hitters. Meanwhile, it'd be a error here or bloop there or whatever it may be, and first thing you know, you get a couple of runs and he loses.
Yeah. Now he's going through a couple bad orders.
Yeah, I would say probably on the whole, as that breaking pitch misses low and inside, 2-1 the count. He will break as many bats as anybody in the league year after year after year.
Yeah, it's really not going to be reflected how well he pitches in the number of strikeouts, because they don't keep a recording for jam sandwiches.
That's up high, 3-1. Well, it just makes you wonder, though. You know, he's playing with a club that's, 28 games over 500. He's 9-10 with a 4.03 ERA.
And a pretty good defensive team, too.
Not a lot of range, but
yeah, they make the plays.
That's ball 4.
Actually, the Yankees are 18 games over the 500 mark. They'd be running away with that
18,
thing.
yeah.
For the Sox on baselines, Raines and Cora were 0 for 10 last night. The Yankees 6-1 versus the Sox in 93. And the Sox just 11-10 in the month of August. But they got the leadoff man on. Let's do something with it.
Joey Cora steps up. Joey 0 for 5 last night as well. So Raines and Cora were 0 for 10. Joey hitting at .275, a homer. He's knocked in 42. And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. High strike call by Merrill. Outfield straight up. Stanley to the inside a bit. The bunt goes foul, and quickly the count 0-2.
Here's the pitching profile that we have on Jim Abbott. Fastball between 88 and 91. We'll throw a slider, curve, and a changeup. That slider you could pretty much classify as a cut fastball, and he will try and jam those right-handed hitters with it.
Raines 9 stolen bases and 16 attempts. As the crowd continues to file in, 38,000 plus last evening. There he gets it on the fist. A little souvenir right side. Big Frank on deck. And one final, if you just joined us in the National League, the Braves beat the Giants 6-4 at Candlestick. Hello.
That's good. What does it make them? 5.5 now.
5.5.
Well, they pretty much needed a sweep.
Well, they certainly needed 2 out of 3.
Oh, minimum. I mean, leaving their 4.5 is a big difference in 6.5. Well, they're in striking distance. San Francisco, 40 games over 500. Looking back at Atlanta.
What do you think, Duke?
I don't know. I'm not going to put the kiss of death on my hometown team.
I think they can do it.
The Braves?
Yeah.
They've got the pitching. They certainly have superior pitching.
Well, that's the thing. They can run the table on you. You know, they have 4 games left, counting tomorrow's with the Giants. And the Giant pitching staff can't run the table like Atlanta can.
No, they can't. They've been getting great hitting. They're hitting .282 as a ball club, the San Francisco Giants. They've been doing it with offense.
There goes Raines. Stanley with the throw. No chance. Rock had that one easily. So that's stolen base number 10. And as you might surmise after watching Abbott, he does not have a real good move to first base.
And the Yankee catchers don't throw too particularly well. You see Mattingly was playing slightly behind Rock, and that just gave him a lot easier chance to get a good jump.
That was an awesome jump there.
Oh, he had no chance.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Yankees here in the bottom of the first inning. It's Joey just trying to fight it off. And right now let's check out our picks to click tonight. There you see Mangio, our producer director. Well, he went with Ron Karkovice. Wimpy went with Ellis Burks.
And you, under the proverbial limb, going with Big Frank.
Well, I haven't taken him in about a month and a half, so I decided I'd take him in there. Joey trying to move that ball to the right side on a 2-2 pitch, fouls it away.
But getting back to what we were talking about, I agree with you completely. I think the Atlanta staff is much stronger. And the San Francisco pitchers aren't a stuffed staff. They're more of a finesse type of a pitching staff.
Look at Joey still trying to fight that ball to the right side. Boy, things right there as Joey is trying to accomplish. Here's one of the funny things about baseball is the fact that you got a tough left-hander out there, and Joey the last 3 pitches, even with a 2-2 count, still trying to get it over. So even if Joey Cora were to strike out right here, he goes back to that dugout. He still is well received by his teammates.
And his manager. Whoops.
And that's what happens, high heater. Whereas the opposite is that if you go up there and you hit a line shot to the third baseman on the first pitch, guys are a little upset with you. But here's Big Frank, and here's what he did last night in the 8th inning off Bob Wickman. Got to trick him with a breaking ball, and you can put it on the board. That is number 34 for the Big Hurt. They're going to put him on. You can't blame him.
I don't blame him one bit.
Cannot blame him.
Boy, it's really a shame that Frank is not going to be able to swing the bat, but
oh, if you're sitting in a gray uniform over there, you got to do it, Wimpy.
Yeah,
as we talked about, this is going to happen more and more and more as the Sox, 39 ball games left. It wouldn't surprise me if in the last 39 ball games this year that Frank would walk 45, between 40-45 times. Ultimate respect right there for the Big Hurt.
First inning.
And it's going to happen more. You're going to see some other scenarios, I think, in 1-run ball games later in the ball game, certainly not in the first inning, where there's nobody on, 2 out, and they're going to walk him. Maybe not intentionally, but they're certainly going to go around him and put him on. So here's Ellis Burks. Ellis hitting at .284, 15 homers. He has knocked in 61, 2 for 4 last night with a homer, and it was a long one. Thomas and Burks went back-to-back in the bottom of the 10th to make it a 6-5 game. There's that cutter upstairs. But those are just building stones also for Frank Thomas in his mind that give him feeling of accomplishment and confidence. The ball, watch out, Boomer. Nail Terry Bevington down at third. Ouch.
Well, there was nowhere to run right there for the Boomer. That ball was just scalded. Look at this. Boy, he just hooks that thing. Bang. Of course, Boomer's trying to get a good view of the second base situation with Raines being held on by the shortstop and the second baseman, so he's not getting a good look at what's happening at home plate.
It's one of the perils of coaching at third and first. There's a strike and the count 1-2. Abbott with a good fastball tonight. He's crisp. Stanley to the inside. There's that high cutter. Checks it up, fouls it off, so the count hangs at 1-2.
Well, another left-hander that comes to mind that made a living throwing that cut fastball in on right-handed hitters, and he almost went exclusively with it, was Jerry Royce. Pitched a no-hitter for the Dodgers using that pitch. And he won a lot of Major League ball games, over 200. Won his 200th in a White Sox uniform, as a matter of fact.
The ball gets away from Stanley. All the way back to the screen as Tim Raines will stop at third. Frank moves into second.
Well, it looked like he tried to turn that one over. Maybe a changeup. Boy, right to the dirt. Jeez. No chance right there. That was about a 50-footer. Unless it just slipped out of his hand. You see how it hit right and went left. So Ellis with a good RBI chance right here. Second and third with one out.
Two and two the count. Yes, he did. So a big strikeout for Abbott.
What new? It's the cut fastball. Looks like a pretty good pitch. This one went down and in. Called that one a slider.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball there, slider.
Yeah.
Bo has got to make him get the ball down. Bo hitting at .224, 11 homers. He's knocked in 33. Takes a pitch upstairs. That pitch up, and a count 1-1. Bo very effective from the thigh down. From the belt up, has a tough time. Bo changing his stance just a little bit at the plate. Takes that one up high.
It looks like he's trying to keep his hands up there. I'm not trying to drop him as he has been. That's one of the reasons you can't hit a high fastball. If you got him up there and you drop him to your belt, can't get him back up in time.
Also, he's choked up a little bit. There's a soft line drive right to Pat Kelly, and it'll retire to the side. Nothing across. There were no hits. 2 left after 1. Yankees on top, 1-0.
One of Sports Channel's most popular promotions, the annual Future Sox contest, recently concluded, and tonight a special on-the-field presentation was made before the game to winners of this year's Future Sox contest. Sox Director of Marketing Mike Busick and Sports Channel's Creative Services Director Kelly Sullivan were on hand to present prizes to 12 children and their parents, whose photos were chosen from nearly 1,000 entries sent to Sports Channel. Pictures were of kids 8 years and younger in White Sox apparel and a baseball pose. Photos were based on originality and charm, and tonight's future major leaguers enjoyed the game in a beautiful White Sox super suite. Throughout tonight's telecast, we'll be showing you the winning photos. Thanks to everyone who participated in this fabulous promotion, and look for the 1994 Future Sox contest again next summer.
Well, there the Future Sox enjoying themselves up in the super suite, and indeed a beautiful choice by Kelly Sullivan and Mike Busick. What a job they do. That's really has become a nice promotion.
Yeah, it's great. Where are they? Where are the kids? They're bouncing off the walls.
And a reminder, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox and Sports Channel. There's a little hurt. Sterling Thomas. Emily Rogers. Odgers, excuse me.
Yep.
Wife of Steve Odgers. Does such a fine job conditioning the Sox athletes as Mike Stanley will lead it off. What a year he's having, hitting .310. 20 homers. He has knocked in 66, takes the strike.
Those are career highs in both categories. He's doing exactly what the Texas Rangers thought he was going to do about 5 or 6 years ago.
Good fastball from Wilson, and the count 0-2. Breaking ball just misses. Run on 1 hit for the Yankees. Randy Velarde's 5th homer. A pitch inside. Velarde got a changeup and popped it out of here. Gas. First strikeout for Alvarez.
Good fastball. He threw it right by Mike Stanley. Here's the Yankee offense. .282 batting average is first in the American League. 146 homers. Tops the list, and 5.2 runs per game is tied for second. And they have 147 homers now.
You are correct,
sir.
Here's Bernie Williams, switch hitting center fielder with a 21-game hitting streak going for him. Bernie hitting at .280, 11 homers. He's knocked in 60. What a play he made last evening. Boy, he made a great play. Nice catch. Off Karkovice in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that could have been the game-winning hit right there.
It would have been the ball game.
Graybeck was at first. He was already rounding second when he caught it.
1-1 the count. Williams got a bit of a break to extend that hitting streak. He got it, leading off the 10th inning. Good fastball. 1-2. And all of us here at Sports Channel would like to take a moment to welcome our affiliate Heritage Cable and all our viewers in Wilton, Iowa. Wilton, yes.
Bad timing. I was looking at his longest hitting streaks. See Bernie Williams 21. John Olerud top of the pack right there with 26. DeShields and Thompson also on that list.
Two and two the count. Yes.
Same pitch he got Mike Stanley on. Check it out. Fastball up and away. Boy, that is some good heat right there. That's 90-mile-an-hour plus.
So 2 punch outs for Alvarez here in the top of the second. And here's the right fielder, Jim Leyritz. Leyritz hitting at .308, 9 homers. He has knocked in 34. Wilson just bringing it right now.
Stay right there. Don't change a thing.
Rushing it up there. Breaking ball low. And the count 1-1.
And what he's doing, too, is he's getting it and throwing it. Not wasting a whole lot of time between pitches. That's what a major problem for him, too.
Gets that breaking pitch over. So the count 1-2 to Leyritz.
When Wilson had his good outings during the season so far, he has worked very quickly like he is tonight.
Good pitch. Good pitch. The 2-2. That looked like it was right down the heart.
Yeah, to me, it's amazing how guys can take this pitch.
Oh, man.
He
That ball
obviously
is knee-high right down the middle of the plate.
Obviously, he called it low.
Academic as Alvarez strikes out the side. Nothing across. After an inning and a half, 1-0 New York.
One nothing New York, bottom of the second inning, and now let's take a look at some of the winning photos from our '93 Future Sox team. Playing first base is three-year-old Andreas Henderson from Chicago. Good-looking dude right there. And here's our second baseman, 2-year-old Johnny Ray Fox from Elmhurst. He's safe. And at shortstop, Rene Santiago, a 2-year-old from Cicero. No fear. Look at that bodybuilder. We got a lot in common with her.
I love those pictures.
Beautiful. Beautiful kids.
Craig Graybeck leads off the bottom of the second. 1-0 New York. It'll be Graybeck, Lance Johnson, Ron Karkovice. Craig 2 for 4 last night with an RBI. Swung the bat well. Hitting at .221, a homer. He's knocked in 9. Outfield straight up there, spread out a bit. That ball hit hard, base hit in the left. Well, you can cancel a post-game show.
I just did. Boy, Grayback getting a little playing time. He was 2 for 4 last night. And he just rips the first pitch he sees. A fastball out over the plate in the left field. That's 3 hits in 2 nights.
Gonna bring up Lance Johnson. One dog hitting at .311. No homers. He's knocked in 39. Did not start last evening. Came in. Went 0 for 2. Pops this pitch up into left field. Randy Velarde.
Whoa. Sunday night, August 29th, the Sox and Twins go at it at 7:05. First 20,000 fans in attendance will receive the new Comiskey Park patch, which is worn on the Sox home jerseys. Patches are courtesy of United Airlines and come with a special discount coupon for travel on United. For tickets to the special Sunday night game, call Ticketmaster at 312-831-1SOX. There's that patch.
Catcher Ron Karkovice stands in. Clark hitting at .229, 15 homers. He has knocked in 41, 0 for 4 last evening. One and one to count. Just a short lead by Graybeck at first. Pitch up high, 2-1. Check some other scores for you. Seattle at Detroit. Mariners and Tigers tied at 1, top of the 6th. Baltimore leading California 1-0, top of the 5th at Camden Yards. Blue Jays at Skydome leading Cleveland 7-3, bottom of the 3rd. Minnesota at Kansas City just getting underway. That ball hit deep to left field. Way back, Velarde looks up. You can put it on the ball. Two-run homer for Ron Karkovice, and the Sox take a 2-1 lead.
Well, Kark started to look dangerous last night when he hit that line shot to center field. Watch it right here. It's that slider. He got it up. And Kark, see where he made that contact out front, in front of the plate. Knocks it out of here into the White Sox bullpen. So that puts the Sox on the board with 2. And for Karkovice, his 16th homer, 43 runs batted in. That's a big one.
Here's Ozzie. Ozzie hitting at .272 for homers. He's knocked in 42 for 4 last evening. Ball gets away from Stanley, and the count 1-0. So Karkovice, 16th homer, and also that is the 16th homer that Jim Abbott has thrown this year.
Well, he didn't get that one in.
You are so perceptive.
I think he wanted to throw that one a little bit farther inside. Maybe a foot.
Chopper, Gallego, 2-hopper underneath, 2 down. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Tim Raines. He walked, picked up his 10th stolen base last inning. Outfield playing Raines straight up. They have a rain delay down at Arlington, Texas, where the Red Sox and Rangers are hooking up. Danny Darwin on the hill for Boston. There's a strike to Raines. Didn't like the call. That's Darwin against Pavlik in that Minnesota-Kansas City game. Guardado against Cone. It's low, and the count evens at 1. Joe Carter has gone deep once again in Toronto. In the first inning, that's number 28. Carter with 3 homers last night. That pitch, souvenir right side. Darnell Coles has hit his 4th, and Paul Sereno was 17th.
Did you say Stottlemyre's pitching for the
Yep,
Blue Jays?
Stottlemyre against Tavares, the starters. That's into right field. Jimmy Leyritz backs up, now comes on. He's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But Ron Karkovice's 16th homer. And after the 2 innings of play, Sox lead.
Look at those funky people dancing to the tunes. Good crowd here. Top of the 3rd inning from Comiskey Park. They got into it in the bottom of the 2nd. Ron Karkovice with that tremendous 2-run homer off Jim Abbott, and that puts the Sox ahead 2-1. 1 run, 1 hit for the Bronx Bombers, and that being a solo homer by Randy Volati in the 1st. Here's Spike Owen. Spike takes a fastball up and away, hitting .236 on the year. He has a couple of homers, 18 driven in. Strike. Good fastball at the knees. Here's what Spike has done. He was killing us at the beginning of the year, hitting .556, no homers, 2 RBIs. Everything he hit fell in. Fallen on hard times since then. See, Mike Gallegos doing most of the shortstop playing. There's a high chopper over the head of Grayback in the left field. Owens is going for 2. No, he pulls up his reins, gets to the ball quickly. So Grayback playing in, guarding against the bunt, gets victimized. Look at this right here. Well, just a big hopper. 1 hop over the head of Craig. No chance right there. So Owen continues that magic wand work against the White Sox. Boy, when he came in here and at Yankee Stadium, he just couldn't make an out. Here's Pat Kelly. Pat hitting at .267 on the season. 7 homers, 45 driven in. A good defensive player as well, so he's having a fine year for New York. I'm still wondering what happened to my boy Stankiewicz.
Stankiewicz?
No, Stankiewicz. He's in the minor leagues. Well, he did a good job for these people last year. No room for him in '93. There's a fastball down low. Kelly is 6th in the American League. You can see with those 9 sacrifice bunts. Wasn't bunting on the first pitch. Oh, he fouls that fastball back. So Wilson Alvarez, who is 0-1 against New York this year with a 7-point earned run average, and in his career 1-1 with a 6.04. Trying to get the Sox back on track here. White Sox just 1-6 against the Yankees. Not a whole lot of difference home and away. Give you those numbers in just a second. Fastball fouls it upstairs. White Sox are 24-27 at home, and 34-27 at home, 34-28 away from Comiskey Park. So there's not a whole lot of difference, not a home field advantage for the Sox in '93. Yankees, on the other hand, are 43-23 at Yankee Stadium, which is outstanding, but they're just 29-31 on the road. Another throw over. Since the All-Star break, Sox at home are just 11-10, and on the road 12-4. Man. And 34-27 away from Comiskey. Right, got him on the outside corner. Good fastball by Alvarez. That's his 4th strikeout. Yeah, good pitch, hit the corner. Bang, you're dead. So Mike Gallego will hit. Mike grounded the shortstop his first time up on a curveball. Talk mentioned earlier is a good fastball hitter. Sox line up straight away in the outfield, as Gallego having a good offensive year. .289 hitter, has 7 homers, 36 RBIs. Throw over the first base. Spike Owen is just 3 for 5 in stolen bases on the year. And the Yankees do not run as a team. They've stolen 32 bases, been caught 30 times. Curveball, outside corner, he backdoored him. Yep, the Yankees are dead last in stolen bases, but they lead the league in homers, 147. And right there at the top in doubles, 227. So they can score from first base. And that is a key element for them if you don't have speed. Heck, yesterday they weren't even running on 3 and 2 with less than 2 out. Fastball. This is outside. There's the on-deck hitter, Randy Velarde. Hit that homer off Alvarez. That was a changeup. See how he approaches him this time. Fastball, check swing, foul. And our next televised game on Sports Channel will be tomorrow evening at 7:30. The change in the starting time. The Yankees and Sox will conclude this 3-game series. Domingo John, the former White Sox minor leaguer, will be pitching for the Yankees. He's 1-0 with a 3.86. Alex Fernandez goes after victory number 16. Tomorrow evening, he has lost 6, a 3.05 earned run average on the year. Here's the 1-2. Drive to right field. Ellis Burks on his horse, and he gets it. There's a hang with him. Gallego hit it hard, but Ellis Burks positioned perfectly for the Yankee third baseman.
Little guy right there is one of the few hitters on that ball club who can get on top of of Wilson's high fastball.
He did right there. He's got his hands above the ball and smoked it to right field, but to no avail. So here's Velarde. Randy 1 for 1 with that solo homer. Curveball got underneath it. 1-0. In a game of interest to White Sox fans, the Twins and Royals are scoreless at Ewing Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. They're in the second inning. Fastball strike outside corner at the knees. Good pitch by Wilson. The Sox are deep and straight away for Velarde, who does have power. Good heater right there. One and two. Coaching for the Yankees at third base is Clete Boyer. And at first, Hondo, Big Frank Howard. Throw to first base. Owen not going anywhere. He is 3 for 5 in stolen base attempts, but the Yankees will not run. Oh, don't do that, Wilson. Don't run off the mound when you think you got a strikeout. That doesn't set too well, as you see Velarde. A pretty good pitch right there. Tough to tell by that camera angle. There's a fastball. Runner was in motion. Owen got a pretty good jump right there. It looked like he had stolen base. Had a stolen base. But Velarde got to protect the plate on 2 and 2. Two out. Runner at first base, and the Sox lead it 2-1. Fastball hit hard into right field. Base hit for Velarde. Man, he got up on top of that one. So with runners at first and second and 2 out, Don Mattingly will hit. Don walked in the first inning, but he was erased on a 4-6-3 double play off the bat of Danny Tartable. The Yankees are looking at the scoreboard. Toronto still leads Cleveland 7-3. Blue Jays hitting in the bottom of the 4th at Skydome. Mattingly takes a breaking ball down low. Look at this. Runners in scoring position. Mattingly hitting at 402. And he leads everybody in the American League since the All-Star break. I think he has 42 RBIs since the Midsummer Classic. There's a good strike at the knees. Good fastball. Mattingly looks a little Mickey Tettleton-ish at the plate. And it tucks that right shoulder in. Well, career against the White Sox, he has really done some damage. 336 career average with 21 homers, 75 driven in. Mattingly, a 318 hitter against Sox pitching this year. There's a good fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, so the count even at 2. Mattingly, the only left-handed hitter in Bucky Showalter's lineup tonight. Fastball grounded into hole, base hit. Here comes Raines. They're going to send home Owen, and he's going to score. We've got a 2-2 ball game. RBI number 72 for Mattingly. Well, he's just a good hitter. Hit it hard right in that hole. Fastball up and away. Did not try and pull it. Just went with the pitch nicely. Well, you're not going to strike him out. You just got to hope that he hits at somebody. Owen got a good jump from second, so he scores easily. Velarde pulls up at second. Mattingly, the runner at first. Danny Tartable with that big power, the hitter. Curveball inside. Danny grounded into that 4-6-3 double play. White Sox are bunching him in the outfield. Tim Raines giving him the line. Tartable not a pull hitter. Fastball, couldn't get it. As Tartable fouls that one straight back. Detroit getting some pitching now. They're beating Seattle 2-1 at Tiger Stadium in the 7th inning. And there's a foul pop-up right side. So Alvarez ahead in the count 1-2. Tartable in his career has done some damage against White Sox pitching. 312 hitter, 19 homers, 61 driven in. He's got a couple of homers this year with 3 RBIs against the White Sox. So you don't want to give him anything downstairs that he can just drop the head of the bat on it. Park sets up inside. Breaking ball misses. And those 25 homers that Tartable has this season matches his season total in 92. Of course, Yankee Stadium, not the ideal place for right-handed hitters to hit homers. Oh, just misses. Close, but no cigar. 3-2. Runners will be going with 2 out. Fastball jam sandwich to Joey Cora at second. Throws him out, and that'll do it. But the Yankees put one on the board in the RBI single by Mattingly, and after 2.5, we're tied at 2. Bottom of the third inning here at Comiskey Park. We have a 2-2 tie. And some more of our Sport Channel Future Sox contest winners. Here's our starting third baseman, Luke Ganowski from Chicago. And in left field, look at this guy. He looks mean. 5-year-old Kyle Platt from Elkhart, Indiana. He is right on the ball. And in center field, 5-year-old David Going from Oak Forest, doing his Bo Jackson impression. And those are just 3 more of our winners on the Future Sox contest 1993. And here we go, the bottom of the third inning. Joey Cora is going to lead things off for the good guys in black. Joey struck out his first time up. He battled Abbott, though. There's a strike fastball inside corner. Mike Goldberg will join us at the end of this half inning, tell you all about the happenings in the major league so far this evening.
The Spikeroo.
That's why they call him the Spikeroo. Curveball down low, so the count even at 1 to Joey Cora. Outfield shallow, pretty much straight away for Joey as he hits this one in the air to left field. Velarde's there, and he puts it away. Here's an announcement. The White Sox Wives charity softball team will play against Pete Powers Grandstand. That's Saturday, August 28th at 10:30 a.m. at Armour Park, which is right across the street here at 33rd and Shields. They've got raffle prizes, including a trip for 2 to White Sox weekend at Detroit, including airfare and hotel. 1974 Dick Allen jersey, many starter jerseys and jackets, and a 10-speed mountain bike. Wow. Frank Thomas takes one up and in. And there's many gift certificates to restaurants. You just show up, buy some raffle tickets, and all the proceeds will go to children's charities. That's nice of the White Sox Wives. There's Frank, a little bit tardy on that high fastball. Here's the record book for most home runs by White Sox hitters. Dick Allen had 37 and 72. Carlton Fisk, same number in 1985. Frank Thomas has 35, and Ron Kittle, in his rookie year, hit 35 for the White Sox. Here's the 1-1 to Frank. Ground ball foul. One-two. Frank smokes this one in the left field. He hits it so hard that you can't even react. The infielders, they got to be back on their heels, Hawk, when he's swinging.
They better be on their toes, I'll tell you that.
They got to be wanting to hide. Look at him.
That's why they call him the Big Hurt.
Oh, man. Well, when that back heel comes off the ground, look out. Man, that's just vicious. You got to be awake when Frank Thomas is hitting. So with one out, here's Ellis Burks. Ellis struck out his first time up. Man. Oh, changed up on him, caught the outside corner.
First changeup he's thrown. Actually, it was the second one. The other one was in the dirt, about a 55-footer.
That looked about 8 inches outside.
Man.
That one's down and in, 2-1. Milwaukee over Oakland 9-2 in game 1 of a doubleheader. That one's down low. So the count goes 3-1 to Ellis Burks. Boy, Mattingly way off the bag, and Ellis swings through that one. Don Mattingly does not stand on the bag. As Abbott is going into his delivery from the stretch, he gets way off. He's starting to edge off right now with the base runner. It would appear that you could get a real good jump on the pitcher. See, he's right there even with the base runner. He gets off a little bit farther than most first basemen would. Ellis Burks fouls that one left side. He throws a cut fastball, and that's the grip. See that index finger right there on the seam. You get that good release point, and boy, that thing will do some boogalooing up there. A little darting action in on the right-handed hitter. And Ellis pops this one up left side. Mike Gallego puts it away, and there's 2 down.
And Wimpy, we've got a bunch of big White Sox fans here from Maplewood Care Inc. from Elgin, Illinois. Big Sox fans, a lot of them for over 60 years. They write us. Some of them have handicaps and illnesses. And they say it would just mean the world to them if you could just say hello. Well, we're going to wish you just a big White Sox hello, and thanks for being good Sox fans. To all the good folks at Maplewood Care Incorporated in Elgin, Illinois. That's nice.
Yes, it is. Here's Bo Jackson. Bo swings through a high fastball. You see Bo Jackson's got his hands up high tonight, and he's choked up. Whoa, a couple inches on the bottom of that bat. Bo knows he's susceptible to that high fastball. Maybe if he keeps his hands up, he'll have a better chance. He pops this one up right side.
Now, guys who have trouble laying off the high fastball and they really can't get there, it's very difficult and it's very frustrating, as you know, Wimpy. It's something that you've just got to try to make yourself do, because the high fastball looks so good to hit.
Yeah.
But yet it's by you.
Either that, or you got to give yourself a better chance to hit it. Of course, you know, you're talking about the high fastballs about letter high now, and you don't have to swing at it. But there are ways to get yourself in a better position to hit that pitch. You get your hands above the ball.
Yeah, but some guys just can't get there.
That's right. Well, if you wrap your bat, if you point the barrel of your bat at the pitcher, those are the guys that have a lot tougher time. You can just look at them and you pretty much figure that they're going to be low ball hitters. Guy that have a flatter swing have a better chance. The guys with the shorter, quicker swings with the flatter bat have a better chance of getting on top of that pitch. Oh, 2 pitch, grounded foul. Third base side.
I don't care how hard you throw. It's tough to throw a low fastball by somebody. Now, he may swing and miss it, but it's tough to throw a low fastball by somebody. But it's easy to throw a high heater by guys.
Yeah, it is.
Easy.
And you see guys with 83. Look at Jim DeShays the other day. Throwing that high fastball and proud of it. He was throwing 82, 83 miles an hour upstairs. He got Bo up high. That'll do it. Frank Thomas with a single is left stranded, and after 3 from Comiskey, 2-2 tie.
Hi again, everybody. Let's take a look at our Sherwin-Williams scoreboard. The most important games in the American League Western Division involved the Kansas City Royals, scoreless in the 3rd. Texas and Boston, that start was delayed by rain. Rick Sutcliffe underwent successful knee surgery today. Jamie Moyer's throwing well tonight. And in the first game of a doubleheader, Kevin Seitzer, a 3-run homer. Joe Carter's homered again, too. National League, Dwight Smith led off with a homer for the Cubs. And Atlanta moves to within 5.5 with a victory earlier today. Bobby Bonilla's homered. And Hawk and Duke, how about this? When Wilson Alvarez struck out the side in the 2nd, Wayne Helgen of Woodridge won $1,000 on the Sherwin-Williams Sure Win inning game on WMAQ Radio.
Well, a big yes. Spikeroo, 1,000 beans, huh? Boy, that just breaks Wimpy's heart.
What, that I didn't get it?
Yeah.
I probably struck out and won a lot of money for some people.
You never were big in the home run inning, huh?
No. When I came up, they went, oh, man.
I'd have to pick that dude. Mike Stanley, the catcher, will lead it off here in the top of the 4th inning. Game tied at 2. There's a breaking ball. A little low, says Merrill. Stanley, a strikeout victim. Back in the 2nd. As Mike Goldberg just told you, Wilson indeed struck out the side there. And the count 2-0, says Merrill. .20 homers, 66 RBIs. Can't get that high heater. Now this guy always looked like he should hit. Stood up there well, had a good swing, but sometimes it just takes some guys just a little bit longer than others. And then on the other side of that page, some guys, it's easier at an early age and they lose it very quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
What causes that?
For whatever, I've often wondered about that. Some guys are late bloomers and they have good bat speed later on in their career. They're more intelligent probably as a hitter, get more mature. And other guys lose it by the time they're 30, they're out of baseball. It's hard to believe sometimes, yeah. And some of us never had it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Oh,
he just misses this one. Mike Stanley just missed hitting that one a long way. Tim Raines is there.
And here's time for some more future Sox winners. There's a good-looking dude right there. Matthew Gonzalez is our right fielder. He's 1-year-old from Winfield, Illinois. He's the cleanup man. And there's our catcher, Michael Shelton, a year-old from Villa Park. These are gorgeous kids. And Lexi Stratford is our pitcher, 1-year-old from Granger. Congratulations. We'll have more.
Granger, Indiana.
Is that Granger, Indiana?
Yeah. Here is Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams struck out on a good fastball. Change up. Pickett, Wilson, Graybeck at third, throws him out. 2 gone.
Good play by Graybeck. You see he's guarding against the bunt. He has time to take one step and bang. Lay the leather, got the short hop. That's smooth.
Yeah, that has been a mystery in baseball for many years. If you look at Bernie Williams, he's got that 21-game hitting streak going for him. On why guys could become better fastball hitters the older they got. And the consensus of opinion as Leyritz takes a curveball strike is the fact that they just started looking for the fastball more. That's the best way in the world to hit a fastball. Just look for it. You cannot be a good fastball hitter by just looking for the ball. You got to be locked in, dialed up. As I say today, you got to be focused.
Ooh. I love that word. I don't know what it means, but I love that word.
That pitch down low.
That is so true because, well, maybe as you get older, the intelligence factor always enters into it too, Huck, but you catch yourself being, when you're in between, you're not going to hit anything. If you're looking, like you said, for a ball, well, maybe it's a fastball, maybe it's a breaking ball, can't hit it.
I've got a piece of Karkovice right there.
But if you're dialed up for the fastball and hitting off that best fastball that a pitcher has, as you have said so often, you still have a chance to hit the breaking ball.
Well, I think that's what happened in your case, Wimpy. And I'm being very dead serious here that my partner struggled. I mean, he had some good stats in the minor leagues. Came up in a great organization that was really loaded with talent in the Dodger organization. That made it a little more difficult on one hand to get to the big leagues because of all that talent. But also it made you learn how to pay the price and how to think. And as you got older, you became a much better. In fact, Shane Raleigh and I were talking about that today, how as you got older, you just became a better hitter.
Oh, no.
And that's what it is. It's just learning how to think.
Yeah.
Fouls that curveball away.
Yeah, you know, you can get yourself in a lot of mechanical problems too. I was a straight up hitter, wrapped the bat around my head, and I could hit anything down low that was thrown hard. Dead low fastball hitter. You spun it or you throw me inside and up, no chance. So, you know, you're so limited in what you can do unless you get yourself in a better hitting position.
A lot of deuces on that board. Score tied at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Oh, yes. Breaking pitch, and Leyritz will grab some bench. 1, 2, 3 for Wilson. 5th strikeout after 3.5. 2-2. That's the story here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Game tied at 2. And here are the last winning photos from the 1993 Future Sox team. Our manager, 5-year-old Katie Habel, as in table, from Buffalo Grove. And our Future Sox announcers. Now, this is my favorite one, only because they have portrayed the Whimperoo in his true form.
How about you? That's the Duke, by the way.
The Whimperoo on the right, and he has got the mic right in front of him with a bunch of Bertucci boys food.
That's a great shot. I love
those announcers, I'll tell you what, they are just so cute. 5-year-old Grace and her 7-year-old sister Ella Wyburn from Warren, Illinois. And there you have it, the 1993 Future Sox team. And thanks again to all who participated. And look for our Future Sox contest again next year.
You know, that had to be the toughest thing in the world is to decide on those youngsters as compared to like the 1,000 that we had entries.
You couldn't have got me to judge that thing for anything. I'll tell you, they're all great. Is that pitch up high to Graybeck? And the count 2-0. Craig singled and scored back in the 2nd inning.
That's tougher than picking an all-star team.
Oh boy, I just love to look at pictures of kids.
Yeah.
There's a shot. Foul.
Woo. Boy, Craig, he looks dangerous up there, doesn't he?
He's on it. Swung the bat well last night. Ripped one into left field first time up.
Well, Craig early on was getting, you know, very minimal playing time. Tough to get that timing mechanism going. I think his head movement is way down right now, which is a big key for him.
It's tough to hit sitting on the pines.
Oh, boy.
Jammed him right there. Abbott made a good pitch. Makes a switch with the glove. And the lead man down.
Jim Abbott, a good fielding pitcher. And coming up Friday on Sports Channel, it's the Michael Jordan Ronald McDonald Children's Charity Celebrity Golf Classic. That's live at 2 p.m. and that's coming to you from Seven Bridges Golf Club in, where is it, Willowbrook?
Woodridge.
Woodridge.
You forgot already?
I always get those two names mixed up. Woodridge. Oh, the course looks great. I'm tightening up a little as I see those grandstand and the ropes coming up, though.
The old sphincter?
Oh, gosh. It's directly related to my swing.
There's a breaking ball strike. I think Cal wanted one.
Get some of that good cleanse before I go out there.
I'll tell you, I played out there this morning, and the course is going to be in great shape.
I hope. Did they cut the rough?
Not this morning they did, because it rained last night. I hope they leave it up.
Oh, you want to be like the U.S. Open, right?
No, I just like to, you know, see it a little scary there around the greens where you got to make a shot.
Yeah, we'll be out there all day tomorrow, starting at 7:30 for the amateur scramble. It'll be a lot of fun.
Off the plate, 3-1 to count to 1 dog. Kargevais on deck. Now Roger Warren and the staff out there, I'll tell you, they do such a great job. Place looks just magnificent.
Yeah.
That's out of play. Full count to Lance. Telling Shane Riley, Shane, former left-hander with the Yankees, Mariners. Wimpy played with him in Seattle,
right.
Phillies. First time Shane had seen the place, and I told him about it earlier, and he just couldn't believe it. He said, "This is a public golf course?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's just like belonging to a private club."
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Food's great.
And we can vouch for that.
Here's a payoff pitch. Slaps that one. Souvenir left side. Well, Barkley and Michael Jordan and Rick Rhoden. Ron Reed, former Sox right-hander. Pierre LaRouche, former hockey great.
Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, Mario. As he walks, Lance Johnson.
When you talk about hockey players, you can be talking about one man and one man only. Our own Dale Talon. Stan Mikita.
Well, my 2 picks to click in the tournament are going to be, I'm going to go with Shane and Dale Talon.
Dale Talon? Okay, we can't pick ourselves, right?
Here's Ron Karkovice, cranked out his 16th homer.
Okay, I'm not going to pick you because you know what a jinx I am. I'm going to go with Roden. And Slinky. Reed.
His temper will never allow it. You talking about the original Pinky.
I want to see him throw 6 or 7 clubs in those lakes.
He's liable to finish with none. Good lead by Lance over at first. As we mentioned, Abbott does not have a good move over there. Parked him right over that left center field fence. Back in the second. Lance stretching that lead out once again.
You know, not many people know that Ron Reed played, what, 4 years in the NBA with the Detroit Pistons.
Terrific athlete.
Oh, led the nation in rebounding at Notre Dame. And
one of the biggest red behinds I have ever seen.
Absolutely.
Too. Love him.
And the nicest man. And 18 years in the big leagues.
What an
Not
athlete.
too shabby. Yeah. I know his wife Julie is really glad to get him out of the house for a few days. This Stone Mountain boy. Well, actually from Lilburn.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Watch out. Mattingly will play games with you over there at first base. Now, Wimpy mentioned earlier he was off the bag, a little behind range. He'll do a lot of unorthodox things, but I happen to love the way he plays the bag because he keeps the runner. As there's a chopper left side, Gallego very quickly over to Kelly, and they turn it. Nice double play, 5-4-3 turn by the Yankees. Nothing across after 4, tied at 2. Sports Channel tail of the tape, top of the 5th inning. 2-4-0 for the bad guys, 2-3-0 for the Sox. And right now let's check out Duke Koppel's trivia trove. Named the only major league pitcher to hit a home run in 4 consecutive games.
I think I know. I think it was Ken Brett with the Phillies.
Tell you what, he could hit.
Yeah, he could really hit. Oh, he had a great swing.
Brother of George. One of the best outside of Dalkowski.
You said that.
Outside of Steve Dalkowski, had the best left-handed arm I'd ever seen. That's how hard he threw one.
Wow.
I mean, you can't believe how hard he could throw before he hurt it. And you know, he hurt it on a similar situation as the Sox had last night with Jason Beret in Milwaukee. Rain delay. It was a cold night. Started, rain delay, brought him back out again. Hurt his shoulder, and that was it for his great fastball, but he still pitched a long time in the big league.
Yes, he did. He had that wrapping type of motion, too. Maybe that was one of the reasons why he hurt himself.
Here's Spike Owen. Singled and scored. Takes a strike over the outer half of the plate.
It could be either him or Don Robinson was a great hitting pitcher, but I'm going to go with Ken
Yeah,
Brett.
I'll go with that, too. Drysdale hit. Pitch foul away. And by the way, Ann Myers Drysdale is going to play in the tournament as well.
All right.
0-2 the count's Owen.
I think Dries didn't. Don
He
lead
hit 7 home runs one year.
Yeah, I thought he led the Dodgers in one year. That was a little pop gun attack they had.
Chops that one foul. Spike Owen this year against the Sox is just 11 for 19.
Oh, he's Mandrake.
Magic one. Tigers, Sweet Lou is not a happy camper.
No.
There's Mandrake, Lou Piniella.
What do you mean?
Oh, he can. I'm telling you, it's amazing. People just don't give him enough credit the way he can handle a pitching staff.
Oh, yes.
He's Houdini. And that really is the first criteria of an outstanding manager, is how you manage that pitching staff. Got him on the inside corner, so Spike Owen will grab some bench. Strikeout number 6 for Alvarez.
That away, Wilson. He comes inside right at the knees. Look at it. Spike Owen buckles, doesn't think he thinks it's inside, but it caught the inside corner. For strikeout number 6, just one walk for Alvarez tonight.
Here's Pat Kelly. Ate him up. I think he's going to have to get a new bat.
And while he does, the White Sox and your local Chrysler Plymouth dealers have teamed up for the Upper Deck Sweepstakes, the grand prize, the 1993 Plymouth Duster, which is on display on the Upper Deck Concourse at Comiskey Park. Deadline for entry is Friday, and the drawing will be held on Saturday. No purchase necessary. Those 3 wonderful words. And the best word of all, it could be free.
0-1 the count to Kelly. But it's a good one. It's a good one. And what a play by Alvarez. Beautiful play by Wilson Alvarez to just nip Pat Kelly.
Oh my, one of the better plays you'll see by a pitcher all year. You know, Wilson's had some trouble covering first base, but right here he barehands it, the underhand flip, and he certainly does get him. A good call by John Hirschbeck. That's just a marvelous play.
I didn't think he had a prayer.
Never. No. One motion too. That was perfect. Joey Cora had no chance. Great punt by Kelly, and there's a definite hang with him.
So 2 out, and here's Gallego. He's grounded to Ozzie, and he's lined hard to Ellis Burks and right. Pops a fastball up. Joey Cora. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 for Wilson. Third time he's done it. Halfway home, tied at 2.
Bottom of the 5th inning. It's time for our game summary, brought to you by the Greater Chicagoland Dodge dealers for New York. Volare. He's 2 for 2, a solo homer and a single. For the Sox, Karkovice had a 2-run homer. Alvarez threw 5, has walked just 1, 6 strikeouts, pitching very effectively. Don Mattingly has the other RBI for the Yankees. Ozzie Guillen is going to lead things off for the good guys here in the 5th.
Ozzie grounded out to Mike Gallego at third. Couple of good left-handers. Some good stuff out on that mound tonight. There's a strike. Outfield short, swung well around to the left. Big gap in right center. Got a rain delay at Arlington Stadium. They have started. Boston leading 1-0 top of the 3rd.
Uh-oh.
Drops down. 1-1 the count. No score. Minnesota at Kauffman Stadium against the Royals. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just off the plate. So the count 2-1. Chopper right side. Kelly is there. Other scores, Toronto leading Cleveland 8-5. That's in the bottom of the 6th at Skydome. Baltimore shutting out California 1-0 top of the 8th at Camden Yards. Showed you earlier the Tigers over the Mariners 4-1 in Detroit. And a big game in the National League. Braves make it 2 in a row over the Giants as they beat them 6-4 at Candlestick. Here's the leadoff hitter, Tim Raines. He has walked, and he has Fly to right field. Fouls that one away. Mets leading Cincinnati 3-2, bottom of the 7th at Shea. Philadelphia 4, Rockies 1, top of the 8th at Veterans Stadium. Houston 1-0 over the Fighting Fish at Joe Robbie. That's in the top of the 7th. A little bit low, says Durwood Merrill. 1-1 the count. So Abbott getting behind some of the Sox hitters the last couple of innings. Meanwhile, has pitched his way out of it. The ball hit hard into left field, but Velarde is there, makes the catch. 2 down. Right now, let's check out Duke Cobble's trivia trove, the question and answer. Named the only major league pitcher to hit a home run in 4 consecutive games.
Ta-da!
For the 73 Phillies.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've never heard of anybody doing that. Here's Joey Cora. Joey over 2. Gallego off his glove. Cora will beat it out.
Hello.
Play that Mike should have made. And we'll see how Bob Rosenberg decides to score it.
Give him a hit. Gallego has to move to his left on the high hopper, and it was certainly a reachable ball, but it was a difficult play. It hits off the end of his glove.
Gives him an error. And it's a proper call. Bob Rosenberg. Okay, he's as good as any scorer in baseball. Here's Big Frank. Takes it inside.
How many homers did you hit in the consecutive games? Never remember?
There's Rosenberg. There's Cy Sperling candidate.
Oh, big time. The hair club for men.
Besides being the president, he's a client. 2-0 the count to Thomas. Frank was intentionally walked. He ripped a single into left field back in the 3rd. The 2-0 pitch. 3-0, turn him loose.
Please. I'll tell you what, the guy that hits behind Frank Thomas is going to hit with a lot of runners on board.
Rips that one, foul. Watch out.
We used to do that all the time.
The 3-1. Ball hit into the gap hard in left center field. Joey Cora rounding second.
No!
A ground rule double. And Cora will have to stop at 3rd. It costs the Sox a run. He heard it again.
Oh, boy. Look at Frank. That clutching action, double clutch on the curveball. You can't throw him a curveball. Look at that. It hits in the middle of the warning track and just bounces up. Another foot or so, and that would have been an RBI double for Frank. Lord have mercy. That's a tough break right there. 27 doubles now for the Big Hurt. And he's 2 for 2. Rats.
That's a tough break. So here's Burks. Ellis has struck out, and he has popped to Gallego. Oh, man. He called it a strike. Fouls it down. And Ellis way in the hole, 0-2.
And while we have a moment, on Friday, August 27th, the Sox begin a 5-game series with Kirby Puckett and the Minnesota Twins. First 20,000 fans on hand will receive a 1993 White Sox team poster courtesy of the Chicago Tribune. Special start time 4:05 because it's a double hitter. Tickets, call Ticketmaster at 312-831-1 Sox.
The 0-2 pitch. Got a piece of Mike Stanley. Two runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Sox. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Yankees. Come on, 26. Takes it low. 2-2.
It's a good take right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes on you.
Deadgum right it is. Ellis just got a piece of it.
That's a great pitch by Abbott, though, right there. The hard slider coming down and in. If you get the head of the bat out and hit it hard, you're going to hook it foul. Ellis did just get a piece of it. Hit it fair, more than likely you're going to jam yourself.
Full count. Bo Jackson on deck. Took something off of it. Ellis way out in front.
And with first base open, Abbott knows that right now Ellis Burks is a lot more dangerous than Bo Jackson. He can afford to walk him here.
Comes right after him. That'll do it. Sox catch a bad break. Ground rule double by Thomas. After 5, still tied at 2.
Top of the 6th inning here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. Thought this game would be a little closer. 2 runs, 4 hits for both teams. 1 error made by the New York Yankees, and they did not pay for it last inning. Mike Gallego on a grounder by Joey Cora couldn't handle it. Frank Thomas fouled with a tremendous shot to left center field that unfortunately for the White Sox bounced in the stands for a ground rule double. Ellis Burks struck out to end that threat, and we go to the 6th. And Randy Velarde, who is 2 for 2 with a solo homer and a single. Randy hits this one hard, foul, just outside the Yankee dugout. Velarde has raised his batting average 11 points tonight at .274. Came in hitting .263. Sox playing him around the right. Big gap in left center, and Tim Raines way off the line and left. Curveball up high. Another, you see the alignment for Velarde. Whoa. Jammed him with a fastball. So 1-2 pitch coming up. And the Minnesota Twins and Sox will go head-to-head on Saturday, August 28th at 6:05. Your local Chrysler Plymouth dealers will present a fireworks spectacular following the contest. For tickets, call Ticketmaster at 312-831-1SOX. Be there. Those fireworks spectaculars are awesome. Ooh, check swing. Got a piece of it. So Wilson, very impressive this evening. Has walked just one, 6 strikeouts on the night. Looking for number 7 with his 1-2 pitch coming up. High heater, fish weren't biting. Karkovice setting up outside. Looks like the fastball. It is. He takes it for ball 3. Yankees, as we mentioned, a very patient team. They can grab a walk. 485 now on the season. That's 3rd most in the American League. And they lead the league in homers. There's a foul ball right side. Fastball. They're tied with runs scored coming into tonight with the Toronto Blue Jays at 649. Detroit has scored 714 runs, far and away the highest scoring team in the American League. Fastball, got him. Outside corner, he nailed it. Strikeout number 7 for Alvarez. Velarde doesn't like it, but it's right there. And our next televised game on Sports Channel will be tomorrow. That's Wednesday at 7:30. That's a new starting time, so beware of that. It'll be Domingo John, 1-0 with a 3.86 earned run average. He'll be opposed by the Sox young Alex Fernandez, 15-6 on the year with a 3.05 earned run average. So, matchup of good young pitchers tomorrow. Here's Don Mattingly. Takes the fastball down low. Donnie hitting at 311 as he stands in. 1 for 1, a single, a walk, and he drove in a run with a clutch single through the left side of the infield. That was in the 3rd inning. He's been the best RBI man in the American League since the All-Star break. Frank Thomas, 2nd best. Fastball right down the middle. 2-1. They're still scoreless in Kansas City in that big ball game with the Royals and Twins. Fastball hit in the air left field. Tim Raines is there, and he puts it away. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. In the other game of interest, the Toronto Blue Jays are leading Cleveland 8-5 in the 7th inning at Skydome. Toronto hitting in the bottom of the 7th. Big ball game there for the New York Yankee fans. Here's Danny Tartabull. Fouls off a high fastball. That's where you want to pitch him. Danny's grounded into a double play in the 1st inning and another ground out in the 3rd. Good hook right there. Fastball, curveball, changeup is what Wilson Alvarez features. And he's been in a good groove, working very quickly this evening. I like it. Curveball just misses on 0-2. Get it and throw it. Don't do too much thinking. Boy, he stayed on top of this. There's a sharp breaker. Another hook. Didn't get that one. Sox in the outfield, deep and slightly around to right. There's a gap in left center between Raines and Lance Johnson. Another hook misses. So 3 consecutive curveballs, and Danny Tartabull gets right back in this. See that defensive look? Fastball grounded towards third. That'll be foul on one hop. Craig Graybeck has it. So we'll do the 3-2 pitch all over again. If Tartable can reach, Mike Stanley will hit. Fastball, check swing, fouled into the crowd. Another 3-2 pitch coming up to Danny Tartable. He walked him. So he loses him after jumping ahead 0-2. Second walk issued by Alvarez, and Wilson coming into tonight was averaging almost 6 per 9 innings. 98 on the season coming in. Juan Guzman 87, David Cone also with 87. So you have the very dangerous Mike Stanley coming up, who is career highs already in this year in homers and RBIs, 20 and 66. Bernie Williams on deck. Sox outfield swung around the right. Good curveball, strike one. Stanley, a good off-speed hitter. Another curveball fouled into the White Sox dugout. So quickly, Alvarez ahead of Stanley, 0-2. Mike from the University of Florida. Some good news. Minnesota has taken a 1-0 lead in the 5th inning at Kansas City. He pops this one up. He jammed him. Shallow center field. Lance Johnson coming on. Joey Cora backs up and gets it. And the Yankees come up empty here in the 6th inning. They leave a runner after 5.5. We're still tied at 2.
Well, Wilson Alvarez is chunking tonight. And of course, every pitcher needs this every few innings, Wimpy, as Jackie Brown. There we go. Okay, now he's ready for inning number 7.
It's a special pitcher's blessing that he gave him. There you go. There's some ladies right there that are on their beads. Come on, sister, get us going. Well, the fans want to get into it. Bo Jackson's going to lead it off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jim Abbott still on the mound for the Yanks. He's been pitching very well himself, giving up 2 runs on 4 hits through 5. Bo Jackson takes one down low. Yankees are bunching Bo, playing him hit slightly the opposite way. Bo Jackson had an RBI single last night. Went after a bad one, 1-1. And you see Minnesota 2-0 over Kansas City there in the 5th inning. That's good. And Texas trailing Boston 2-1 in the 4th inning there. Danny Darwin working for the Boston Red Sox against his former teammates. There's a ground ball, 3-hopper. Pat Kelly throws him out. And with 1 down, tonight on Sports Channel at 11, the back table, Chet Kopik will dine with former Bear Ron Rivera at the back table. And when you're talking about back table, you can be talking about one man and one man only. Chester Bartholomew Kopik.
Ron Rivera, good man, too.
Oh, yeah.
Good man.
Yeah, hated to see him not play for the Bears. Here's Craig Graybeck. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Good fastball by Abbott. He's got a good one tonight. They're shallow straight away in the outfield for Craig. Graybeck scored the first run. He came home on that 2-run homer by Ron Karkovic. There's a shot, just foul. Oh, Lordy. Gallego diving, couldn't make the play. Well, that was close. Hard to tell right there. Well, that would have been sweet. Lance Johnson on deck. There's one out here in the 6th inning. Setting up outside. He nailed it. Well, that time he backdoored him with that fastball. And speaking of Chester, there he is. Pound for pound, he could be. One of the all-time greats on the loop. Lance Johnson takes a curveball, low and outside. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. White Sox have not fared well against left-handed starters this year, just a 17-21. 51-34 against right-handers. Pitch down low, 2-0 to Lance. They are shallow in the outfield and swung around to left. Ron Karkovic, who has the only 2 RBIs for the White Sox, is the on-deck hitter. Uh-uh, 3-0. Get on and go, Lance. Strike at the knees. 3-1. He nails the outside corner, so the count goes full to Johnson. In that major game of interest to the Yankees, Toronto 8-5 over Cleveland. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning, so they need 3 more outs, and then Duane will be in there. Ground ball in a hole, base hit to left field. Away, one dog. Go. Go. Well, Tim Raines stole that base very easily in the first inning. No reason why Lance Johnson can't get a good jump and nail it right here. Lance has 31 on the season. Been thrown out 6 times. Mike Stanley does not have the strongest throwing arm. He does have a quick game. Ever Ready and True Value will present a special Labor Day fireworks display. See the Sox, both red and white. Call 312-831-1-SOX for tickets. Abbott trying to keep Lance Johnson as close as he can. He knows he's got that blazing speed, and he can get in the scoring position. Nope. Mattingly. Hawk mentioned very crafty at first base. Gets his lead with the hitter, with the runner that is, and then we'll deke him back and forth, trying to get him to commit one way or the other, not allowing him to get that good jump that he wants. Nobody else does it. There's ball 1 down low. 1-1. See what Kark has done in home runs. 16 this year, 13 last year, and had 5 in 1991. Of course, Mattingly will not be jockeying around with just her average base runner. Oh, made a good pitch right there, down and in. Park swung over the top. So the count 1-2. Abbott once again over to Mattingly. And the cat and mouse game continues. There's a pitch down low, so the count even at 2. Ozzie Guillen is on deck. Wilson Alvarez has worked 6 solid innings for the White Sox. Sox trying to get that offense going. Another throw over the first base. They have 5 hits on the evening. The Yankees have 4. Top of the 6th at Kansas City. Minnesota still ahead of the Royals 2-0. Ooh, he just missed. So the runner will be in motion here on 3-2. Oh, there's that cut fastball right there. That is just lethal. That is tough. Man, he nails that one. If you make contact, you're going to break your thumbs. 3-2, shot up the middle. That's a base hit. Bernie Williams cuts it off. Johnson will get the third easily. And Karkovice has his second hit of the night. Well, he ripped that one.
Kark's been struggling, and boy, is it nice to see him. Last night, as you mentioned, Wimpy, hit that bullet out there in the 9th inning that Bernie Williams made a great catch on to save the game for New York. And tonight, a 2-run homer and a line shot base hit. Get him warmed up a little bit where he was before that injury.
Yeah, that's right. He struggled since he separated his shoulder in Anaheim. Now here's Tony Cloninger out for a word with Jim Abbott. Get him out of there.
Man drove in 9 runs in 1 game.
That's him. Well, he was a great hitter, I guess. I never saw him swing the bat. Rich Monteleone.
Get him in there.
Monteleone. Pitcher. So Ozzie Guillen with runners at the corners as the fans really getting wound up here. Ozzie is 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. He has driven in 40 on the season. 4 homers. Oh, a base hit would be large right now.
Osney as his youngest.
Oh yeah, there's the little one. Here we go. Tim Raines on deck, but here's the man of the hour, Ozzie Guillen. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down. Good breaking ball. Catches the outside corner. Yankees very shallow in the outfield. Actually, Leyritz is about average depth in right. That little cut fastball misses. 1-1. Jim Abbott in his career against the White Sox is 4-4, but his earned run average is excellent, 2.34. He beat the Sox May 29th at Yankee Stadium in 8 innings. Oh, he couldn't get that one. Way late on the fastball. Abbott gave up 2 runs on 2 hits with 4 walks. The Huckaroo with his rally cap, trying to get it going, jogging in place. Boy, see it. Look at this.
58-footer right here.
Richard Simmons, eat your heart out. He got him. Curveball. Abbott pitches out of a jam, and after 6, we're still tied at 2.
A 2-2 tie here in the top of the 7th inning. Wilson Alvarez and Jim Abbott locked up in a good one. These 2 left-handers giving up just 10 hits, 4 runs, walk 5, and have 12 strikeouts between them. While the Yankees, it'll be Williams, Leyritz, and Owen. There you see Wilson has run 105 up to home plate. So here's Williams. Bernie has struck out and grounded hard to third base. Bernie with a 21-game hitting streak. Extended that streak if you joined us late last night in the 10th inning. Takes the bunt, takes the strike. Outfield straight up. 38,404 in attendance tonight. Curveball, souvenir right side. And we got some of our guys from our club down in Elkhart, Indiana, from Elkona. Chuck Lamb, Steve Brown, Tom Elkin, Dewey Welsh, Tom Dusterman, Tom Nakin, Jeff Wells, and Mother Alona. They're all here rooting for a White Sox victory. They all got my money. There's George Thomas, the head pro there. Great guys in golf. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Finale of this 3-game set. Tomorrow night it'll be Alex Fernandez against Domingo John. Once again, the 0-2. Once again, a breaking ball this time. He's gone. 8th strikeout for Wilson.
He takes something off of this one. Oh, boy, Bernie Williams, no chance. This is a good downer right there. Yes.
So here's Leyritz. He has punched out twice tonight. Fastball upstairs. Minnesota shutting out Kansas City 2-0, bottom of the 6th at Kauffman Stadium. That's Guardado against David Cone. Texas has tied up that Boston game at 2. Gas upstairs. Rafael Palmeiro has gone deep, number 32.
What a year he's having.
He's a good hitter.
Yeah, he is. He's very good. Well, there's some first basemen in this league having years, aren't there?
Yeah.
Boy, you look at Olerud, Frank, Palmeiro, Don Mattingly really coming on strong. Wow.
But I'll tell you the thing I like about it. Of course, Cecil, you know, right?
Yeah, Cecil. I forgot it.
Second league in RBIs, trying to lead the league for the 4th consecutive year.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
Breaking ball. Now it hangs at 1-2. The thing I like about the American League, so many great young players. There is just a ton of young talent. And you look at some of the young arms over here. Look at our staff.
Oh, yeah.
Outfield around to the right. The 1-2 pitch to Leyritz. Hammered into center field. One dog is right there. Thank you very much. 2 down. That'll bring up Spike Owen. Spike 1 for 2, a single, and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Called out on strikes in the 5th. Kansas City has put a run on the board, still hitting in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball outside. Indians hitting in the top of the 9th at Skydome. They trail by 2, 8-6 Blue Jays. There's a strike. Owen didn't like it. So the count 1-1.
Well, the Blue Jays have had to win a lot of ball games, 8-6, 9-7. But in the end, they still have Duane.
Who?
Duane Ward.
Oh, okay. Strike on the inside corner, and the count 1-2. Wilson is wheeling and dealing.
Well, what do you think this will be, Jack LaLanne?
Fastball high off the plate, 2-2. Gene Lamont. Little pop-up Joy Cora's right there. Another 1-2-3 inning for Alvarez. 7th inning stretch, tied at 2, and next up in the Cupernall on deck circle for the Sox is the top of the order: Raines, Cora, and Thomas.
That's the very lovely and talented Nancy Faust at the organ.
The one and only, the Nanceroo. And there she is, that sweet thing. A 2-2 tie. Sox half of the 7th. It'll be the top of the order. Tim Raines, Joey Cora, and big Frank Thomas to face Jim Abbott, 25-year-old southpaw. Gave up that 2-run homer to Karkovice back in the 2nd. Since then has given up just 4 hits. Sox have stranded 7 tonight. Had a couple of chances, and Abbott's just pitched his way out of it. Breaking ball strike. Rock is walked, flied to right field, and line to left. One and one to count. Kansas City has tied up Minnesota at 2. Twins hitting top of the 7th. Outfield straight up. Oh, Rock get us started. Fouls it away. And a final from Skydome. Blue Jays over the Tribe 8-6. We mentioned Joe Carter homered in the 1st inning that game. Had 3 last night. 5th time he's done that in one game. How many times you do it, Wimpy?
Let me think.
You forgot?
Again, I'll tell you in a couple of years. Not. No, no, no.
One, 2. There's a shot.
Yes.
That's going to be a base hit off the glove of Pat Kelly. Good effort by the Yankee second baseman. He just couldn't get there. So the lead man aboard.
All right. Good job of hitting there by Tim Raines. Just dropped the head on that breaking ball. Watch it right here. Got a little bit too much of the plate for Abbott's liking, and Pat Kelly, it's a super effort right here. Not able to get there. So we'll see what the White Sox have in mind right here with Raines, who stole a base in the first inning.
Easily. So Mattingly and Abbott have a few choice tidbits as Joey Cora steps up. Now here's a unique situation in a way. You would love to see Tim Raines go early in the count here, try to steal a base. So now Joey could possibly get him over to third, because if he gets him in the second, Big Frank's on first with an intentional walk.
Yeah.
So right here, well, I'll tell you what, you'd love to see Raines go early. First or second pitch.
Oh,
Joey just hammers that over by the photographers well.
Yeah, the only way Frank's going to get the hit.
I don't even know if they let him hit with
first and
Rock
second.
on third and one out.
Oh, no way.
No.
Oh, no way they would let him hit. Other than that, I'm thinking first and second might be the only way.
Oh. And he's got us. Oh, and 2 the count. And that's the reason that Gene Lamont's not bunting in this situation. Is because of the fact he takes the bat right out of Frank's hands. That's what Wimpy has talked about so often. The guy hitting behind Big Frank. Well, I tell you what, he's going to have a chance to knock in some runs. What would a healthy George Bell be doing right now?
Oh, boy. Licking his chops.
Yes. Gallego off the cut of the grass, and he just do get Tim Raines at second.
Wow, that was close. Timmy made it very close at second. Gallego with the quick release gets it to Pat Kelly, and Kelly's thinking about getting 2. No chance to get Cora. See, he turns himself into a first baseman.
Here comes Buggy Showalter.
Get him out of there.
Frank tonight was intentionally walked in the first inning. He singled hard in the third. He doubled hard in the fifth. Sox caught a bad break as his ground rule double. So breaking the action as Jim Abbott will depart, and we'll be back with the numbers on the new Yankee pitcher right after this.
Bobby Munoz is the new pitcher for New York. 27 games. He's 2-3 with a 5.34 earned run average. In 32 innings, giving up 33 hits. He's got a walk problem, 26 strikeouts. Bobby, 25 years old, from Hialeah, Florida. And he is a big man, 6'7", 237 pounds. And the big Frank Thomas will get a chance here. We hope.
As we mentioned, Frank 2 for 2 tonight. 2 Rockets. Back in the 5th inning with Joey Cora on first base. Hit a bullet out there in the left center field. Bounced over the fence, or else Cora would have scored. A 2-2 tie, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. With little Joey at first. Durwood Merrill calls it a strike. Stanley way to the inside, and that pitch way inside, so the count evens at 1. You're hitting at a guy this big, you just got to focus in, get past the motion. Look for the release point. big 6'6", 6'7" guy out there. You start looking at all that motion, you got a problem.
See what he did in AAA. 9 saves, 2-1 with a 1.27 ERA. The Yankees have done well with their pitching. They're 4th best in the American League. 4.17 earned run average as a team.
Outfield straight up, the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to count. 2 7-0 for the Sox, 2 4-1 for the Yankees. He walks in. So Core at second, Thompson at first, 1 out, and here's Ellis Burks. Ellis 0 for 3 on the evening. Little guy right there has done a fine job with this ball club. Bucky Showalter.
He has, you know, you look at that team on paper and you really think, well, that's not all that much talent you're looking at. They play hard for him, though.
Ellis takes a strike.
They don't have a dominating bullpen that they can hit some homers, but they're not a lot of common household names on that team.
The ball hit hard into left center field. Bernie Williams back. It's off the top of the fence. Here comes Coral. Here comes Thomas. He is being waved around. The throw, not in time. Ellis Burks, 2-run double, and the Sox lead it 4-2. Yeah.
Ellis Burks really gets on top of this high fastball. Belt high or slightly above, and he just smokes it. Another foot, and that would have been a 3-run homer. But he does the job. Sox take the lead. 4-2, and watch where he makes contact. See him just transfer that chin from the front shoulder to the back. Very little head movement. A powerful short swing by Ellis Burks. And 2 huge RBIs.
Warren Newsom will come out to hit for Bo Jackson. And here comes Bucky Showalter. He's going to go to the pen. Oh, big base hit for Ellis Burks. So another break in the action, and we'll be back with the numbers on the new Yankee pitcher right after this. Opa! They are definitely going crazy here at Comiskey Park tonight. 4-2 Sox lead it. And the new pitcher, the southpaw, Steve Howe.
Well, the left-hander coming in for the 39th, 40th time. He's 3-4, struggling with that 5.40 earned run average. Has 4 saves, given up a lot of hits. 45 hits in 36 2/3, and he's only struck out 10. Well, he has had a great fastball throughout his career. Just 7 walks. His control has been very good. And Newsom looks like he will be the hitter. Of course, the Sox are operating without Robin Ventura, so they're 1 man shy in this ball game. Robin will return tomorrow. His suspension will be fulfilled. The Sox can win this ball game. It'll be a nice feather in their cap.
So here's a Deacon. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the good guys. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. Deacon takes it off the plate. He joined us late. Yankees scored in the first and third innings. Sox with 2 in the second. Karkovi's 16th homer. And Ellis Burks 2-run double here in the bottom of the 7th. Broken this time. 2-0 the count. Gets that one over in the count. 3-1. Activity down in the Sox pen. Double barrel style. Don Paul and Chuck Carey. Watch out. And it'll be the Spikeroo, Mike Goldberg, with you after this half inning with all the Major League scores. Some changes up on that board out there around the American League.
That's why they call him the Spikeroo.
3-1.
Oh, man. Boy, Mike Stanley took a blow right there. The many angles of pain.
Looks a little bit like Mike Heath from the side.
Oh boy. What an occupation.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
Oh. Your knees are all scrambled. Hands.
Here's a payoff pitch to Warren Newson. He walks him. Good eye, Deacon.
And coming up following the game is the Sports Channel report. Comiskey comments, post-game locker room reactions from Game 2 against the Yankees, division revisions, contenders in the major leagues and how they fared, roster rejections. News from Lake Forest as the Bears cut their roster to 60 players today. All on the Sports Channel report following the game.
Craig Graybeck stands in. Craig, 1 for 3 with a run scored tonight. Burks at second. Newson at first. This is going to be a pair. Kelly, rack him up. But the Sox break the 2-2 tie. Ellis Burks 2-run double. And after 7, the good guys lead it 4-2.
The news is good from Comiskey. How about on the scoreboard? We'll check out Kauffman Stadium, our Chrysler scoreboard. Tied in the 7th, Kansas City, Minnesota. Texas leading right now over the Boston Red Sox 4-2. Mo Vaughn is homered for the Red Sox. Paul Merrill, number 32 for the Texas Rangers. In the National League, Dwight Smith led off the game with a home run for the Cubs. It's now in the 9th. Cubs leading 6-5. Atlanta's lead in the West up to 5.5 or down to 5.5. San Francisco's lead over Atlanta. Philadelphia up 9.5. Glenn Ellens, Tim Costa, his first Major League home run for the Cincinnati Reds. Guys.
Thank you, Spikeroo. As we go to the top of the 8th inning, Sox lead at 4-2, a clutch 2-run double by Ellis Burks last inning, the difference in this game. Sox have out-hit the Yankees 8-4. The Yanks have made one error, and Wilson Alvarez out there for the 8th inning. Pat Kelly's going to lead things off. Pat is 0 for 2, and Alvarez made a great play on a bunt attempt to take a base hit away from him his last time up in the 5th. Mike Gallego to follow, and Randy Velarde. First 3 hitters here in the 8th inning. Oh, he went after a high fastball. Thank you very much. Alvarez has thrown 131 pitches in 7+ innings. 4 hits, 2 runs, striking out 8, walking just 2. Fish weren't biting right there on the high fastball. Yeah, good one. At the knees, outside corner. Kelly can't catch up with it. So the Yankees trying to keep pace with Toronto. Toronto winning at Skydome. There's a drive to center field. Lance Johnson, never fear, one dog is here. And there's one down here in the 8th. That's good. Blue Jays are now 73 and 54. And the Boston Red Sox 5.5 games out as we speak, and they are trailing now at Texas 4-2. Rats. Rangers came in 4.5 games behind the White Sox. Breaking ball to Gallego. Uh-oh. Royals 5-2 over Minnesota. That's David Cone, who has pitched well in his last few starts. There's a shot in the left field. Gallego got that one. Whew, fastball, and he nailed it. Here's Randy Velarde, who has been dangerous tonight. A solo homer his first time up, and a single to his credit. And he was called out on strikes his last time up there. Yeah. And tomorrow night we'll be on Sports Channel. The game will start at 7:30, but tune in because we'll have a special half-hour pregame show starting at 7. And this is down low. 1-0. And Gene Lamont is on his way out to the mound. I think this is a good move, Hawk. And Wilson, this is hot and humid tonight. It's getting hotter as the night goes on. And I believe, yeah.
Wilson seems to be right here, a little short on that fastball. What a good job he did. That young 23-year-old left-hander going 7 1/3, giving up the 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, at 8 punch-outs. And Gene's going to stay with a left-hander. He don't want to get into those left-handed boppers on that Yankee bench.
I think that's a good call. We might see Radinsky before the game's out, too. Chuck Carey coming in. We'll be back to tell you about him right after this.
Southpaw, the Chuckster, Chuck Carey coming on, making his 8th appearance, 1-0 record, 4.66 ERA. 9 2/3, giving up 9 hits, 6 walks, has 5 strikeouts. Now the Chuckster worked an inning and 2/3 last night, giving up no runs on 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. But he threw a lot of pitches, so the first time he'll work in back-to-back ball games, Wimpy.
Well, we'll see how well he does. He has allowed no runs and just 2 hits in 6 innings of work since being reinstated from the disabled list on the 10th of August. Here's a look at the youngster Wilson Alvarez. Boy, he pitched well tonight, and it's hot out there. Well, those flags are limp in the outfield. Not a whole lot of air circulating through this ballpark. Velarde takes the ball inside. Don Mattingly on deck. Mike Gallego is the runner at first. Ooh. Took something off that one. I thought it looked like a straight changeup. I didn't really know he had that in his repertoire. Fastball slider is what we have seen.
That's why they call him the Chuckster.
Innovative. Ooh. Durwood didn't like it. Sox in double play depth in the infield, straight away in the outfield and deep. He walked him. Well, Carey came in with a 1-ball, no-strike count. Now he's on the pitch to Don Mattingly. So it's getting interesting here. Runners at first and second. There's one out here in the 8th inning. Don Mattingly, the hitter, and Danny Tartable on deck. Let's see if we can get Mattingly right here. There's a ground ball pulled foul right side. Well, you would think there'd be a right-hander to come in to pitch to Tartable.
No question.
And who that right-hander is, I think you might have to go with Hernandez, because Tartable matches up too strong against a Don Paul type pitcher. Don, of course, with the split finger fastball. There's a drive to left field. Tim Raines is camped. Puts it away, and that's 2 outs. That's a big one. Look at Durwood hustling down there. Is he drenched? Durwood Merrill, the home plate umpire. He's soaking wet. And Gene Lamont will make the move. So Chuck Carey retires the tough left-handed hitter. And we'll be back to tell you all about Roberto Hernandez right after this.
Hard-throwing right-hander Roberto Hernandez coming on, making his 54th appearance, 1-4 record, 2.05 ERA. He's worked in 57 innings, 41 hits, 15 walks, and 51 punch-outs, picking up those 28 saves. So Roberto, the third Sox pitcher of the evening, the third Sox pitcher of the inning.
And Roberto has converted 28 of 32 save opportunities on the season. Big stat right here. The first batter faced are hitting 195 against Roberto Hernandez this season. So here's the first batter. Let's get him out. Go to the 9th. Or the bottom of the 8th. Maybe add a point or two. So here's Tartable. He is always dangerous. Those 25 homers. Go after this guy hard with your best fastball. Tartable tough to trick up there. He's a good off-speed hitter. Sox playing him the opposite way with power. Good fastball. Doesn't get it. Mike Stanley on deck. Up and in. 2-0. So Roberto's got to throw a strike here. Tartable will be looking for that dead red, try to dial it up. Danny's 0 for 2. Grounded out twice, and he walked his last time up. That was in the 6th inning. Breaking ball. Yes. Runners in scoring position. Tartable hitting a good 305. You look at Mike Gallego. Ooh, fouled off a good heater. Randy Velarde's the runner at first.
Right here's a pitch that you want to try to put him away with, the 2-2.
Yeah, because there's still that little doubt in his mind that it might be something off speed. 3-2. He's going to be dialing it up. Here it is. Fastball. Hit in the air to left field. Tim Raines goes back to the warning track, and he's got it. Tartable just missed it. Oh, Lordy. Thank you very much. And that'll end the top of the 8th inning. Sox get out of it. They lead it 4-2 going into the bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Sox lead at 4-2. And a reminder, our next game coming your way on Sports Channel will be the finale of this 3-game set. Tomorrow night at 7:30. Now, we will have that 7 o'clock pregame show for you, but the pitchers tomorrow night, 24-year-old right-hander Alex Fernandez for the Sox, 15-6. 24-year-old right-hander for the Yankees, Domingo John, 1-0. That's tomorrow night at 7:30 right here on Sports Channel.
And there you see the numbers. 4-8-0 for the White Sox. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. For the Yankees, Lance Johnson's going to lead things off Steve Howe, the third Yankee pitcher of the evening. Lance takes a fastball upstairs. Lance 1 for 2, a single and a walk to his credit. Takes it 2-0. Karkovice on deck. No activity in either bullpen. Of course, Hernandez is the closer for the good guys. Fastball strike, 2-1. Ozzie Guillen is the third up hitter. Ground ball left side. Spike Owen, whoa, he just does get Lance by a stride. So 1 up, 1 down here in the White Sox 8th. In case you're looking to the 9th inning for the Yankees, it'll be Mike Stanley, Bernie Williams, and Jim Leyritz, the 3 scheduled hitters, against Roberto Hernandez. Here's Kark. Jim Angio's pick to click tonight is having a nice evening for himself. A couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. And he singled sharply to center field in the 6th. Oh, good changeup by Howe. Turned that one over. Looked like a screwball effect. It did the job. Kark with 2 runs batted in. Fastball misses inside. And of course, Ellis Burke's last inning. 2-run double. That scored Joey Cora and the big hurt Frank Thomas. And that's the difference in this game. Kark is late on that fastball. And he fouls it off to the right. 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Sox need this one. They're in the bottom of the 8th at Kansas City. David Cone beating the Twins. There's a little jam shot right to Gallego. So a little looping line drive right at the third baseman, and there's 2 down. Ozzie Guillen hits with 2 down. 0 for 3 on the night. Well, he's faced some tough pitching. Jim Abbott could be the losing pitcher. He worked 6 in the 3rd inning, gave up 3 runs on 7 hits. He struck out 6 with 3 walks. Good fastball right there. Munoz came on and gave up that big hit to Burks after he walked Frank Thomas. Howe came in, got a double play grounder, and is working in his 2nd inning. Ozzie fouls that one. 0-2. White Sox trying to get to that high water mark of the season. Trying to get 14 games over the 500 mark. They would be 69-55. And the minimum of 4 games ahead, unless Minnesota can, well, it's 5-3 in the 8th inning with Kansas City hitting. Ozzie fouls it back. And what a job on picks to click tonight. Look at this. Jim Angio 2 for 4 with Karkovice, a 2-run homer. Hawk with a 2 for 2. Frank Thomas has been on base all 4 times. Ellis Burks 1 for 4 with the go-ahead RBIs in that ball game. Wow.
The only time we have those picks to click updates is when Jim Angio is winning.
Yeah. Ground ball left side. Uh-oh. Ozzie. He's in there. Well, a little confusion as to who was going to field that ball. And Ozzie Guillen beats it out for an infield hit. Check it out. Look at Gallego. Cuts in front of Spike Owen. Great job of concentration there by the shortstop. And Ozzie's in there with a single. Thank you. 9th hit for the White Sox. And Tim Raines will hit. Timmy's 1 for 3. A walk and a stolen base. .292 hitter as he stands in. 1-0 pitch. Howe to Raines. Pulls this one foul. And since the All-Star break, the Yankees have been the best team in the American League. 23-14. 24-13. Sox at 23-14. A lot of 3s and 4s up there. Toronto, same record as the Sox. And the Boston Red Sox, 4 games over. Well, what are the other teams doing? Not much. He misses inside. 2-1 on Raines. The Yankees are straight away in the outfield, not very deep. Ground ball up the middle. Spike Owens can't get there. Ozzie Guillen trots into second base. So the White Sox try to get something going here. And there is activity. I'm sure there's a right-hander warming up for New York. He got that one upstairs, and Tim finds that hole. Regulation fastball. Looked like he tried to take something off. Tim hits it right back up the middle. So Raines now 2 for 4. And Joey Cora will get a chance with Frank Thomas on deck. Ground ball right back to Howe. Throws him out, and that'll do it. The White Sox threaten. They leave 2, but going into the 9th, they lead it 4-2.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know, ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where you get real advantages for the real world. And by RCA, the people who introduced television now proudly present RCA Home Theater TV.
Top of the 9th inning, Sox leading 4-2, and we want to remind you, the producer-director of White Sox baseball is James A. Angio. Ron Storto, our graphics coordinator. Our coordinating producer is Greg Bowman. And our executive producer is John Toohey. And there's the Sports Channel tail of the tape, top of the 9th. 4-10-0 for the good guys, 2-5-1 for the New York Yankees. Roberto Hernandez on the mound. He will face Mike Stanley, Bernie Williams, and Jim Leyritz, the scheduled hitters. Stanley 0 for 3 tonight. Hooks that one foul. There's a good strike in the count 0-2. Cardinals and San Diego. Padres hitting in the bottom of the 1st inning. They're still hitting, leading 13-0.
No way.
Way. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball. Good play by Grayback. Yes!
Oh my. Boy, the White Sox have been throwing some leather. They've been making the routine play with ease, and a couple really good ones as you look at Stanley turning on a fastball into the hole. I didn't think Grayback had a chance for this one. It had a base hit written all over it. Look at Greg is almost at second base before he makes the throw. What a nice job by Grayback. Thank you.
Now there is a little bit of range. So here's Bernie Williams. 0 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts. His 21-game hitting streak on the line. ball strike.
Wow. Your man, Phil Plantier's 26th homer for San Diego. I guess I called that one. I'll never hit with that goofy stance of his.
1-1 to count.
Now you got to admit he has changed. He doesn't have his elbows by his knees.
Outfield playing Williams around to the left. Slashes on foul. Watch out. So Roberto on top. 1-2. $38,404 in attendance tonight. Chops it foul. Pitchers of record, if you join the slate, are the starters: Wilson Alvarez and Jim Abbott. Yes! Yes!
Best fastball he's thrown. Roberto Hernandez just comes in here and blows away Bernie Williams upstairs. He can't get above this one. And here, Hawkaroo is the guy that we've been waiting for about 3 hours and 9 minutes.
And it's Deion James hitting for Leyritz. Leyritz 0 for 3 tonight. There are the numbers on James. 341, 6 homers. He has knocked in 28. Takes a fastball outside. Deion was 0 for 3 last evening. 2-run homer by Karkovice in the second. Big 2-run double by Ellis Burks in the seventh. 1-1 to count. And our Budweiser player of the game tonight, 23-year-old southpaw Wilson Alvarez, going 7 1/3, giving up the 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, had 8 punch-outs. Our Budweiser player of the game. He had outstanding stuff tonight. Yes! 1-2. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Royals have defeated the Twins 5-3 at Kauffman Stadium. Texas leading Boston 4-2, bottom of the 7th at Arlington. High into center field. Lance Johnson is there. 1 dog. Yes. Roberto Hernandez comes on, faces Tartable, Stanley, Williams, and James, retires them in order as the Sox even up this 3-game set at a game apiece. They win it 4-2. And Wimpy and I'll be back to wrap it up Right now, let's go back to our studios and Mike Goldberg.
Okay, thank you, guys. In the game open, we talked about Frank Thomas and Ellis Burke. Successful this year against the Yankees, it continued. Look at our Sherwin-Williams play of the game. Coming off the bat of Ellis Burks in the 7th inning with the score tied at 2 on 1 out, and Ellis goes into the gap. He was coming in batting .333 on the year against the Yankees. He delivers his 19th double of the year, scores 2 runs, and the Sox moving on from there. Roberto Hernandez earning the save. Sox win 4-2. Even the series, as the Hawk mentioned. We'll come back, hear from Hawk and Duke, their final thoughts, plus run down the scoreboard. That on the Ford Dealer Sox 93 postgame show. That's coming up next.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Mike Goldberg, I'm Randy Hahn, and welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the Sports Channel Report. Well, the Bears lost yesterday. We'll have post-game reaction on that from Doug Buffone, our Bears expert. The Turk also visited Hallis Hall today. 12 cuts made. We'll have all the names. The Atlanta Braves are making the NL West interesting, but the AL West keeps humming along for the White Sox as they maintain their lead.
And a very interesting race thus far this August, and it'll move into September. On opening day at Comiskey Park in April, though, we talked to both Gene Lamont and Buck Showalter, and they spoke with optimism on the subject of meeting each other for the American League pennant. Well, on August 24th, that possibility certainly still exists, as two of baseball's most storied franchises met again tonight at 35th and Bill Veeck Drive. Good baseball game, a baseball fan's game. Wilson Alvarez, just up from AAA Nashville, had a little trouble in the first inning with Randy Velarde, who takes him deep to left and gone. 1-0 Yankees. Wilson tremendous after that point, though. Sox get it back and then some in the second. Jim Abbott on the hill, a man on for Ron Karkovice. And you can put that one on the board. 2-1 Sox, and the Nuns dig it. Yankees would close the gap in the 3rd inning. Don Mattingly punches a base hit opposite way. Spike Owens chugs around from second. We're tied at 2 in this baseball game until the Sox part of the 7th inning. 1 out, 2 on for Ellis Burks, facing Bobby Munoz, and he'll drive this one to the wall in left center. Joey Cora, the big hurt score. Sox grab the lead 4-2, and the Sox hold on to that lead, never look back. They win the baseball game by a final of 4-2. Big Hurt was huge tonight. Wilson Alvarez worked 7 1/3 strong innings with 8 strikeouts. The 2-run shot you saw by Carco, and Ellis Burks continues to play well this year against the New York Yankees. Now, tomorrow we have Game 3, but do note a special pregame edition of the Sports Channel Report precedes tomorrow's Sox game, which has a starting time of 7:30 with Domingo John and Alex Fernandez on the hill. Alex trying to become only the second 16-game winner in the American League.
He is the first pitcher in the big leagues to win 20 games this season. He won 20 last year. He is, of course, White Sox ace Jack McDowell. And a buzz is starting to surface around Major League Baseball regarding McDowell possibly winning the Cy Young Award. But he's not counting his chickens quite yet. McDowell started pitching in the majors in 1987, but then ended up spending all of '89 in the minors. But as Jack told Ed Farmer, he took his road to success one step at a time.
Your goal in moving up through those is just to play in the major leagues, to see if you can be a major league player. And I think it still takes you a few years here to even feel comfortable doing that, you know, let alone have lofty expectations as to win 20 games or to, you know, maybe win a Cy Young Award or win a World Series or something like that. You don't really think about that too often.
How about this? You're 20-7. You've started 27 times. You've been involved in every decision you've gone out there. You don't want to give the ball up, do you?
No, I've always enjoyed that, you know, getting all my decisions, because at least you know that it was you doing it, you know, and it's not the frustration of turning your games over and hoping that everything goes right, you know, because if you turn a game over with 3 innings to go, there's a good chance that there's going to be some more scoring throughout that game, and that you're not going to have anything to do with the decision. But if you can get you know, to the 8th and 9th inning, you know that you've done your job.
How comfortable are you here on the south side of Chicago? Will this extend for 8, maybe 10 years in a White Sox uniform?
I think that'd be great. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully, you know, we'll be able to set something up that I can stay here because, you know, the way I look at it and the way that my career has gone, I'd love to be a lifetime player with the White Sox. You know, I mean, they talk about not many people doing that, and either teams bailing on players to cut payrolls or players going for the money or stuff. I just hope the situation works out here where I can stay for a long time.
And certainly White Sox fans hope McDowell stays a long time on the south side. He shoots for number 21 this Friday at Comiskey Park against the Minnesota Twins. And speaking of the Twins, they are doing battle with the second-place Kansas City Royals tonight. We'll have that and the rest of the American League when we come right back.